Hi, I'm Sue Zecco, and I'm a certified master groomer with both National Dog Grooming Association of America and the International Professional Groomers. I've been grooming for about 38 years now, and I've been in kind of every aspect of the grooming industry. I have a set of instructional grooming DVDs that I do with Jay Scruggs called Super Styling Sessions. I've done multiple competitions, contest judge, speaker, and I'm here today to tell you about some exciting new Wahl products. I'm here to introduce Wahl's new lithium family of cordless clippers, and these clippers have the world's most advanced rechargeable battery innovation. We have the Motion clipper, we have the Bravura, and we have the Figura. The Bravura comes in these three beautiful colors. The great thing about lithium is they have more power, more torque, more charge cycles, and no more memory effect compared to nickel metal hydride batteries. So this is the newest innovation in batteries. It gives you more of everything that you need. Hi, so here we are. We're going to start with Sophie. She's an Old English Sheepdog. Her name is Sophie Peter. She's one of my very regular clients. And for Sophie, I'm going to be using two of the new Wahl products. I'm using the Bravura Lithium, which comes in three beautiful new colors. It comes in purple, pink, and gunmetal. And I'll also be using the Wahl KM2 Deluxe clipper, which is their corded 2-speed clipper. Okay, so we're going to start off doing Sophie's prep work, and I'm going to use the Bravura Lithium clipper. It has a 90-minute run time, a 60-minute charge time, no battery memory effect, and includes a 5-in-1 fine blade. And it also has a 1,000 cycle life, and what that means is that the cycle life is the number of complete charge to discharge that the battery has to perform before it even starts to lose a minimal amount of power. So the nice thing with the lithium, and this is like the best technology out there right now, the lithium battery, it is not going to lose any power as the battery gets weaker. The clipper will still perform at top performance until the battery is completely run out. So that's one of the really important things about the lithium. And with this clipper here, it has the 5 adjustment blade. So this blade will go from a 9 to a 10 to a 15 to a 30 to a 40 blade, all with this little lever in the back. You don't have to stop, you don't have to change blades or anything like that. And the blade does not get hot. So that, I think, is a very, very important feature for groomers. I have not used coolants in my shop since I started working with Wahl products. So that's the beauty of this. Whether you're a new groomer or an experienced groomer, you can do all of your work with this without it getting hot on you. And not to mention that it's just so lightweight. It's quiet, there's very little vibration to it, and it's very, very comfortable, the shape of it that fits in your hand. So I'm going to do her feet, and she tends to have like very thick fur under here. So I'm actually going to use the 40 blade, easy girl, and I'm just going to scoop that hair out from between the pads of her feet. And this will help to give the dog a little bit better traction, won't be dragging mud or dirt or snow or whatever the case may be into the house. It'll just the clients will enjoy it better because it'll keep the dog a lot cleaner and the bottoms of her feet a lot tidier. And with this clipper, what I like to do is I kind of edge around the edges of all the pads, not just the V in the middle here, but I do a little bit around the edge, and this is going to save me a lot of time with scissoring, especially if you have a dog that does have very ticklish feet. So I can really clean up the bottom of her foot and not have to get near the pads of her feet with my scissors, because I have a nice clean look using just the Bravura Lithium. Okay, going to the front, always making sure the dog is in a comfortable position. And you can see how easily this clipper works to just kind of scoop out that long hair. And because the blade is not getting hot and because there isn't a lot of vibration to it, she's not fighting it at all. So we're just going to scoop this out. And again, I edge just the edges here a little bit to save me from having to do any more scissor work on the bottom of the foot. Go to the last foot. And you can actually hear this clipper is giving me where she is kind of thick, and she's kind of nervous today because this is kind of a new environment for her. So dogs kind of sweat through the pads of their feet. So even though I've dried her feet several times, they're a little bit moist in here, and this clipper actually just kind of, I can actually feel it kicking in the gear and giving me just a little bit more power to get through that heavy kind of moist stuff in there. Okay, now without having to shut my clipper off, I'm going to switch it all the way over to the 9-blade setting and just clean up in her private areas here. Making sure that the clipper never actually touches the rectum. So I always just kind of skim the hair away from both sides of that area. And then lifting her up, I'm going to do her belly. And again, I still have the 9-blade setting on here. You don't have to go that close on the belly area, especially in the warm weather where there's a lot of bugs and everything. So it actually helps give them a little added protection, so you don't have to shave as close as like a 30 or a 40 blade on the belly area. And then the last thing that I do with this clipper, so a lot of the dogs that tend to have with the hanging ears, with the drop ears that tend to have problems with ear infections, I like to take this clipper, and again, this is right by her ear. You can see how cool and calm she stays about me just kind of clipping the hair away from the ear canal a little bit. So that's all I'm going to do with my Bravura Lithium. And then we're going to switch over to the KM2 Deluxe. The Deluxe clipper is really awesome because it comes with a 30 blade, competition series blade, comes with 3 snap-on attachments, the 0, the 1, and the 2, and it also comes with a DVD on Essentials of Tech Grooming. So we're going to get started on Sophie. Okay, now years ago when I first started grooming, my Old English clients would come in maybe once a year, twice a year, and they were pretty much 7-blade strip downs because they were just very matted. They were kept outdoors. This woman brings this dog to me every 3 weeks, and in order to be able to, give her a nice stylish trim, she has to come that often, and I've found a trim on her that makes her maintenance very easy for her mom to take care of in between. So I'm going to use the KM2 Deluxe, which comes in this beautiful champagne color, which I really like. And this is a 2-speed clipper. It goes from 3,000 to 3,400 strokes per minute. One thing that, working with Wahl and working with a lot of groomers, one thing that I discovered that is a lot of people will use this on high only. It's really not necessary. With 3,000 strokes per minute, you actually have plenty of power to get through even an Old English Sheepdog type coat. So I'm going to just show you, and I'm using the snap-on combs because she does come in often enough, and it is stylish enough and an easy maintenance type trim. So I've put on one of my snap-on combs, and you can see how easily this clipper just glides through this dog's coat. It's quiet. It has absolutely no vibration at all. And it's only 13 ounces in weight. So this, I would have to say, is really my favorite corded clipper. And with the stainless steel combs, you can actually do a lot of sculpting with the dog. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is if you've got enough power coming from your clipper. So if you have a clipper that's not working up to top performance, you're going to end up with drag marks, or it's going to be jamming in the fur. And this clipper here has got enough power that it just really glides through the coat very, very easily. It's always important to remember that you want to start with a fresh, clean, well-combed out dog. She's such a good girl. So again, with this clipper, you're getting 3 of the stainless steel snap-on combs. You're getting a DVD that will help you with your clipper care, clipper and blade maintenance care. You're getting a competition series 30 blade, because we highly recommend that you use a 30 blade underneath your snap-on combs. You can use other blades, but never 40 or a 50, because they're actually a smaller width and they don't fit the comb properly. Try to stay out of your way. This clipper is also pretty much maintenance free. There isn't anything that you have to oil. There aren't any brushes or anything that you've got to change out. And Wahl also has a 2-year factory warranty on this particular clipper. So I'm going to skim down her leg, take off a lot of this extra bulk. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually take, in the areas where the dog tends to mat the most, I'll go a little bit smaller on the comb size. And you can see with this how easy it is to just put this comb back on. So it fits from 4 corners, so it does not pop off. So if you do happen to hit a little bit of undercoat or a tangle, you're not going to end up doing a 30 blade swipe across the dog, because the comb stays secure. And for the dogs that tend to wear collars, a lot of times the neck area is an area that tends to mat more. So I'm actually just going just a little bit shorter, 1 comb length shorter on her neck area. Okay, so this is our finished product of Sophie Peter, our Old English Sheepdog, using the Bravura Lithium, which I used on all her prep work, and I also used the Wahl KM2 Deluxe clipper with the snap-on attachments to do all her body work. And there she is, all done.